I want to talk about something that I think is very, you might not know it's a big skill, but I respect it because I feel like a lot of people underestimate it. I've seen you close, you don't always close IULs with IUL leads. So can you walk an
Yeah,
agent through? Because I hear that all the time. I know you know the answer,
yeah,
but layman's
yeah.
man, dude, Shabir, I can't close these, bro. Everybody's not qualified for an IUL. Like, dude, what do you say to that? Because at the end of the day, I can already tell based off your closes, you have the mindset. But why are you still helping them, even if it's not an IUL? Because you know everybody's not qualified. Can you walk a new agent through that situation or how that works, please, brother?
Absolutely, dude. So I figure out their needs before I'm through an application. So your main goal with this is for the cash value, or if it's to protect your family, God forbid you were to pass away. It's half and half. Awesome. That just gives me so much fuel. Now, or if they say cash value, so much fuel to sell them on. Oh, what's this going to look like if you don't have this? Wow, you have no retirement plan. You don't have a 401k or a Roth IRA. So you're telling me you're basically screwed if you don't get an IUL. Like you're not looking at, so you're looking at this as a need, not a want. If they say it's a need, that's an easy sale, right? Because they're just giving me everything I need to objection handle at that point. I'll look back to, you think this is neat. If it's the death benefit, if it's the life insurance aspect, it's not the cash value that they're attracted to. Okay, you have kids, okay, a couple kids, and I know this is kind of an uncomfortable question, Trey. God forbid you were to pass away. What would that look like for the kiddos? Financially, obviously not emotionally.
Right.
Wow, so that they'd be completely screwed. Okay, so you're looking at this as a need, not a want, correct? Cool. So then you deep dive into that. And I've had people literally sit on the phone and cry with me, like because they or cry to me because they're so emotional about what will happen if they don't get this insurance in place. And so whatever you and if they need it, they need it. Like whatever you are, whichever angle they say, you take that angle. Even if they say cash value, you can still pivot that to a whole life. What I always do, and I think that I don't think a border's line at all personally. I never tell people coverage. I don't until the very end. That's like one of the last things that I will tell. And so
Exactly.
even if they say that they're more interested in the death benefit, like they can ask me 20 times, hey, what's the what amount of coverage is it? I treat it like an objection. I reframe, keep going with the sip. Like how much coverage am I going to get for that 150 bucks a month? Oh, I don't know till the end. Anyways, because if at the very end tell them, oh, I can't get you approved for an IUL because it was going to be $200,000 in coverage for 150 bucks a month versus, oh, I got to pivot back to, oh, shoot, now it's going to be $20,000 in coverage for 150 bucks a month. That deal is gone. It's out the window. So I never tell someone coverage until the very end. A lot of people will pitch off of coverage, off of how much coverage they want. And if someone asks me, like, oh, I want this amount of coverage, cool. I want a Ferrari, right? In a perfect world, you want millions of dollars in coverage. I want a Ferrari. Guess what? It's not a perfect world. So we can't get you that. What we're going to do, we're going to go off your income and your expenses and your budget. So I break down every single time intro, health questions to see what I can get them approved for. Because if I need to go whole life before I go IUL, then I will. If they had a heart attack, or if they had a heart attack like a year ago, I'm going to go GI. There's no way around that, right? I'm going to do whatever I can to get them in that deal and pitch them on that product. I'm assuming that it is helping them out, putting them in a better position. I'm going to go intro, health questions, and then I go income expenses. So whenever I pitch someone, it is off their budget and off their monthly income, what they're willing to put in. So, hey, Trey, I forgot to ask, man, what are you doing for work?
Contractor,
Cool. And what are you bringing in monthly after tax?
5 grand.
And what are your expenses? Like you got a car payment, a mortgage?
Car payment, it's about 700. Mortgage is about 1,500.
Let me ask it this way. What do you think you're pocketing each month after all your expenses?
Probably have to me probably like 1,300.
1,300 left over. That's what you're saving every month.
That's correct.
Okay. And out of that 1,300, how much would you be looking to invest into life insurance or an IUL?
I don't know. I saw something on the ad about like 250, maybe $300. That seems about right. I mean, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, so it's not insurance isn't one size fits all. You know what I mean? It's whatever's comfortable for you. There's three goals with this. First one is to make sure that your family's protected. God forbid you were to pass away, because the last thing that we want is them worrying about burial expenses and then also grieving, obviously. Second goal, getting you closer to retirement, building a tax-free retirement fund. The third goal is to make sure that we never, ever, ever take food off the table before you pass away, before you retire. Because if we did, that would be defeating the point. So you feel like that 250, 300 bucks a month, that's super comfortable even in the toughest months, correct?
Yeah, I mean, maybe like 200 would probably be better than when you say it like that.
Awesome. That's perfect. Let's shoot for an approval at 200. What's a good last name? And you're in the app. And that's what I do that every single time. So, and if they ask me, oh, how much would I get for off of $200 a month? How much coverage would I get? I don't know. We don't know till we're through app. And that's not lying. Like I don't know if they like on Transamerica. Sometimes on the quoter they got way different prices. Like on it's I truly don't know, and so I won't pitch coverage. I'll always pitch how much they want to put in monthly, and it makes it about 10 times easier to pivot at the end. And then pivoting, it shouldn't be that hard. If someone is truly going to be put in a better position by having some insurance than no insurance, do it. If not, then don't do it. I think it should be as simple as that. And if they really will be in a better position, then they should already be sold on that whole life policy as well. They should feel like some insurance is better than nothing.
Yeah. And just so everybody understands that's watching this, what he's just saying in layman's terms is he's pitching on concepts rather than numbers. Most agents get on calls and all they do is focus on numbers and policy amounts and how much they're gonna have to pay. And rather he's like, okay, what is this gonna do for you? Here's how it works and how much can you contribute? Let me be the professional and actually put you in a better vehicle. And he has control. And they also are waiting too, because if they don't necessarily know and they trust him through this process, all he's doing is solving their problems. They don't need to know all the details because they came in for a problem. He's just assessing it, giving it to them. So, dude, that's fire,
Yeah.
bro. I knew you did that because when I see a fire like a dog agent, it closing a variety of different carriers off of one lead type, I'm like, yeah, he knows how to sell. Like he actually knows how to help people. Because a lot of agents, bro, as you can imagine, I'm sure you hear it all the time. They just want to push products. Like, I gotta push an IUL, I gotta push a term for mortgage protection. They can't wrap their head around it, bro. And I'm like, dog, you'll never grow as an agent or make a lot of money until you can do that. So, dude, that's fire, bro. Is there anything? I know we're getting close to the end. Is there anything that you want to leave? We're definitely gonna have to have a part two at some point. But is there anything that you want to leave agents with, bro? Just in terms of like leads in general. Obviously, I know you crushed off our first pack, and we're continuing to work together. But outside of that, is there anything that you just want to leave to agents, bro, that are coming to work with us or buying high intent leads or just anything, bro, that you think would be valuable for a new agent?
Just work and work and work and work and work. Don't stop. Like, don't have an off button. I think, like, am I skilled? For sure. Am I talented? I'll toot my own horn for sure. Like, do I think that I am? Do I think I'm an outstanding salesman? Yes. But would I be anything without the work ethic that I have? No. Not even close. Not even if I was working like three-fourths of the hours I was working right now, I wouldn't be the man that I am right now. Like, it's just everything comes down to work ethic. Like, just work. If you're in life insurance, you're probably 100%. 99% of people are 100% commission. Like, if you're taking a shot on yourself with a 100% commission job, like, act like it. Like, work the hours, put in the time, put in the effort. Like, just make it happen.
Yeah, dude, for sure, brother. Well, I appreciate you hopping on. Like I said, I'm sure we'll meet up. We'll have a person link as well when we come out to the office. But I do
Yeah.
appreciate you hopping on. And for
So
anybody that has questions or wants to get in contact with them, reach directly out to myself or your rep, and I'm sure he'll tap in with you guys. But outside that, I will
hey,
see you guys
love it,
next
bro.
time. And peace.